In this practical class, we'll try to learn how to enumerate WBCs. The aim of this experiment is to determine the total leukocyte count, and the principle is the number of WBCs in a known volume of diluted blood is counted, and the number of cells in the undiluted blood is calculated and reported as number of WBCs per cubic millimeter of whole blood. The apparatus required are the improved Newber's chamber microscope, WBC dilating fluid, which is also called as Turk's fluid, WBC pipette, cover slip, lancet, pricking needle, spirit swab. The components of Turk fluid and functions are it contains glacial acetic acid 1%, gentian violet 0.3%, and distilled water. Glacial acetic acid destroys the WBCs and makes their nucleus prominent. They also destroy membranes of the RBCs, so that is why we are not able to see RBCs uh, in the slide. Gentian violet stains the nucleus of WBCs, and distilled water osmotically lyses RBCs, and it also acts as a solvent. So procedure is initially clean and dry the pipette, cover slip and Newber's chamber thoroughly. Under aseptic precaution, prick the finger, wipe the first or two drops of blood, then obtain a good sized drop of blood, draw the blood up to the mark zero point 0.5 mark, and avoid any air bubbles, and suck the diluting fluid up to the mark 11. Mix thoroughly by holding the pipette horizontally between the palms. Discard one or two drops of the fluid. Then charge a Newber's chamber by placing tip of the pipette on the surface of the chamber, touching the edge of the cover slip at an angle of 45 degree. Allow the diluted blood to flow under the cover slip by capillary action. Take care to avoid entry of air bubbles and flow of fluid into the gutters. Recharge if air bubbles are present or if there is an overflow or overcharging. Allow the cells to settle for 2 to 3 minutes, then place the chamber on the stage of the microscope. Observe first under low power or scanner to ensure the equal distribution of WBCs. We know that the WBCs are counted in the uh, corner chambers. The WBCs appears like round dots. Okay, so they has to be differentiated from the dust particles. The WBCs are their refractal nature, round in shape, whereas the dust particles they have rugged margins. They are not uniform and they are not refractile. Okay. So here the WBCs are counted in a zigzag manner in all the four counting chambers and applying the L rule. So the calculation, the in calculation we are going to count the number of WBCs which are uh, present in the all the four squares. Uh, for that, the volume of one square, the length, breadth, and depth is equal to 1 by 10 millimeter cube. So the volume of four squares is 4 by 10 or 2 by 5 millimeter cube. So 2.5 millimeter cube contains n number of WBCs. Therefore, 1 mm cube contains 5 into n number of WBCs. Okay, so here dilution factor is 1 in 200, uh, and therefore 1 cubic millimeter of undiluted blood contains 5 into n into 50. Okay, so if the number of cells in all the four chambers is around 200, okay, so that means 50 into 200 will be somewhere around 4000 cells. Okay, so the number of cells in 1 cubic millimeter of blood will be 4000 WBCs. Okay, so that is how the calculation is done for WBC count. So then it can be reported like the total leukocyte count of my blood is around 4000 cells per cubic millimeter of blood or per microliter of blood. The normal WBC count is around 4,000 to 11,000 cells per microliter or cubic millimeter of blood. There can be variation in the WBC count. Okay. So when the total leukocyte count increases more than 11,000 per microliter, it is called as leukocytosis. There can be physiological or pathological causes of leukocytosis. Physiologically, in infants and uh, younger people, they have a higher count compared to the adults and elderly. During exercise, the WBC count can increase because of the marginal cells comes into the central circulation. So mental stress, there can be increase in the count in pregnancy. The count increases after food intake. The count is also increases when person is exposed to the lower temperatures. Some of the pathological causes like acute bacterial infection or pyogenic infection increases the WBC count. So in acute bacterial infection, usually the neutrophil count increases. Burns, then post-operative period because of the tissue injury or tissue inflammation, it will lead increase in the WBC count. The chronic infections like tuberculosis and glandular fever, where there will be predominantly the increase in the lymphocyte count, so that leads to leukocytosis. Okay. So some of the variation in the count, the leukocytosis is usually increase in the total count, and it can be physiological or pathological as discussed earlier. Leukopenia is decrease in the WBC count, total WBC count. So most of the time it is pathological. It mainly occurs because of the bone marrow depression, like in aplastic anemia, some of the influence of drugs. Okay. And granulocytosis is in abnormal increase in the number of granulocyte. Okay, so there may be increase in the neutrophil count, eosinophil count or basophil count. Neutrophil count increases in acute bacterial infection, whereas eosinophil and basophil count increases during allergies. Granulocytopenia is abnormal reduction in the number of granulocytes, whereas agranulocytosis is absolute lack of granulocytes. Okay, so this can be seen in some of the, this is acute pathological condition. So this is in brief about how WBC is counted in the lab. Thank you.